comfortable seat. So it could be cross-legged, you could be kneeling, you can even lie down first of all if you wish. So just arrive, take a few moments to close down the eyes. And we're going to drop right in this morning. So just notice, you don't have to sit bolt upright first of all. Notice how you feel as you come to this position. Notice the breath. Notice how the breath is moving through the body. And when we first start our practice and we come to this seat, quite often the breath can be quite shallow. So just start to lengthen the breath just a little bit. As you breathe in, start to sit up a little bit taller. Allow those shoulders to drop away from the ears as you breathe out. And allow that breath just to travel through the body. Breathing into the belly, into the ribs, and all the way up into the chest. And exhale, allowing that breath to travel out the same path it just took. And just take a couple more breaths here. Relax through the jaw. Allow the tongue to fall from the top of the mouth. Maybe just parting the lips slightly so that jaw can find that ease. There's lots of places that we hold on to that perhaps we don't even realise. Take one more breath here. And slowly open your eyes. Okay, from here we're actually going to move the cushion out of the way if you are sat on a cushion. Put it to one side, you might need it later. Bringing your hands to rest on your knees. Again, just roll those shoulders up towards the ears and then allow those shoulders to drop back behind you. Moving with the breath. Inhale, squeeze the shoulders up. Exhale, release. One more, breathe in. And breathe out. Keeping the hands on the knees, we're just going to start to move in a circle here. So start to lean forward as you breathe in. As you breathe out, start to draw the navel back towards your spine. So you really start to round through the spine as you come around towards the front again. So we're breathing in and breathing out, moving with the breath. You can invite the body in as much as you want to, so you can bring the shoulders in, you can close your eyes and just allow your body to move with the breath. And just like this new year, that whole circle, the start and the end, and then a new year begins. And it's continuous. Reverse, take it the other way. And even though the new year 2021 is going to have those challenging moments, definitely at the beginning, it's a real chance for us to decide how we choose to move in 2021. So how will we choose to move? Bringing our bodies back to a neutral position. And I don't mean moving the body as in the sense of the physical, okay? How will we move with the breath, emotionally, mentally, bringing the right hand down to the right side, reach the left arm up, and then softening to this right elbow and reach the left arm up over the head. So no need to do anything too physical here. Don't feel like you've got to really reach, but just find some gentle ease, breathing into the left side, into the left ribs, the left lung, and then switch. Left hand floats over to the left side, right hand comes up. Just get this little movement. Inhale, coming all the way back up. Exhale, bring your hands behind you. Interlace your hands, roll the shoulders back. Inhale. Exhale, release. Okay, coming over onto our hands and our knees. So we're going to bring our big toes to touch. Our knees are going to come as wide as our mat. And we're going to settle back into a child's pose, a wide child's pose. So I invite you, if this is too much for the knees, feel free to place a blanket or a pillow beneath the thighs and on top of the calf, or you can keep the knees or the hips lifted and come into this variation. You can be here in a puppy posture, and if you're able to come to wide child, big toes to touch, knees wide, really reach in with your fingertips. Maybe the forehead can gently touch the mat. And then rest your forearms down. Take a bit of ease here. Breathing deep. Relaxing in to your lower back. As you breathe in, feeling the skin, the muscle fibers, everything just start to stretch a little. Expand. And as you breathe out, finding that softness and that ease. One more breath here. Inhale, looking forwards. So in either puppy posture, sorry, I'm just going to tie my hair up. In either puppy posture or extended child's pose, we're going to go through the same thing. So reaching the hands forward, gaze up towards the front of your mat, lifting your right hand and then thread your right arm through. Right ear comes down to the ground. Reaching through both arms. Maybe you can rest on that right shoulder. Feel that stretch. Breathe. Close down the eyes. Just ironing out all those creases and kinks this morning. Expanding and stretching, creating space for that new year. Slowly making your way back up. And doing the same with your right hand lift. Threading the left hand under, resting left ear down to the ground. Reaching this tailbone back. And again, resting down on that left shoulder, left ear. Breathing deep. One more breath here. Inhale, slowly coming back up. So we're going to come onto all fours, hands and knees. Hands, wrists underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. You can take up a bit more space here if you want to. And just allow your fingers to just turn out slightly. So you start to shine the elbow creases forward. And then drawing the navel up towards the spine. Inhale, drop the belly down. Gaze comes forward. Coming into our cow pose. Take a breath here. Exhale, chin to chest, rounding through, really pushing up through the chest into the shoulders. And again, just pausing here. And then inhale, drop the belly, gaze forwards. Inhale, hold the breath at the top. Exhale, chin to chest, rounding through the spine. 3 more, move with your breath. Pausing at the top of the inhale. Exhale when you're ready, rounding through. 2 more. Really feeling that movement through the spine. Last one. And then coming back to this neutral position. Navel draws up. So starting to come to a flat back position. Send your right foot behind you, right toes on the ground. Take a moment just to stretch through the right side. And then slowly moving the right foot over towards the left side of the mat. Push away from the earth. So we have a tendency to drop here, push away. And then start to look over your left shoulder. Full breath here. Find that foundation, that anchor. And then drawing this right foot, all the way out to the right side. And then just see if you can plant the right foot down. Maybe you can bring it level with this left leg here. Inhale. Exhale, walk your hands over to the left side. And then take your right arm up. So we're coming into a gate pose. Variation. So just take a breath here. Really stretching the right side of the body. Exhale, walk your hands back. Keep the right leg where it is for now. Reaching the hands forward. Gazing forward, hips are high, and then exhale, sinking your chest towards the earth. So the hips stay where they are. Maybe the forehead can come down to the ground. Full breath, anchor down through the top of this left foot and the right foot. Inhale, coming all the way back up. Hands underneath the shoulders, drawing this right foot back. Lifting the right foot behind you. Inhale, extend. Exhale, draw this right knee in towards your nose. Inhale, extend. 2 more. Draw the right knee in. Navel draws back on that exhale. Inhale, expand, baby gaze forward. Exhale, drawing right knee in. Stepping right foot up in between the hands. Hands framing the foot. Just get a little bit of movement in here. You wiggle the hips left to right. Really focusing on that breath. You do nothing else in this practice but just breathe, then you're winning. Planting the foot. Anchor down through the top of that left foot. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, sink the hips down slightly, but don't drop all the way here. Really dragging this left foot into the ground. So it's almost like you're trying to pull it forward Really rooting down. Inhale. Exhale, hands come together. Left elbow crosses over to the outside of this right thigh. You can stay here, keeping your gaze down towards the floor, or maybe you push the hands together and really start to open the chest out towards the right. Legs are active, arms are active, really twisting in the tummy, inviting that rinse, stimulating the digestive system. Inhale, reach the arms back up, maybe looking up towards the hands. Lean back if you feel warm enough now. Exhale, hands come down, frame this right foot, and then just start to get a little bit of movement here, forward and back. So lifting this right leg, or the right toes lift. Just a little bit of movement here. And then the next time you come back, straightening through this right leg, pulling the toes towards your face. Have a soft bend in this right knee. Exhale, folding over. So this right heel that's on the ground, just start to drag it back towards you. So you're not necessarily moving it, but it's just that intention. Okay, we start to wake up the hips. Okay, it's like you're drawing the thigh bone in. Take another breath. Maybe you can fold over this leg a little bit more. Inhale, coming back. Hands frame the foot. Step the right knee back. Walk the hands forward slightly. Lean forward. Think half plank here. Inhale, roll the shoulders back. Exhale, elbows come behind you, lower all the way down to the floor. Inhale, cobra. Opening up through the chest. Exhale, folding back down. Inhale, pushing up onto knees. Exhale, take a child's pose. Breathing deep. One more breath here. Inhale, coming back up. Hands and knees. Find that foundation again. So the fingertips start to turn out just slightly. Push away from the floor. Knees underneath the hips. Wrists underneath the shoulders. Inhale, drop the belly, look forward. Exhale, chin in towards the chest, rounding through the spine. Two more this time. You can pause with the breath at the top of the inhale. Last one. Come back to this neutral position. Push away from the floor. Send the left foot behind you now. Left toes on the ground and just start to get that movement in. Stretching. Great movement for the wrists. So just notice how the wrists feel. And then from here, push away from the ground. Have that foundation first as we then send the left toes over towards the right side. And then gazing over the right shoulder. Take a breath here. Navel draws in. Have this awareness through the body. Feel those muscles switched on. Allow that breath to move and ease. And then slowly drawing this left leg all the way over to the left side. Walk your right hand out to the right. Inhale, reach left arm up. Maybe you're on the fingertips of this right hand, or maybe you can bring the palm down Really stretching over, side body stretch. Breathing into the space. One more breath here. Exhale, walk the hands forward, keeping the left leg where it is. Gaze forward. Exhale. Maybe you can melt your heart, your head down towards the ground. You can bring your forearms down if you want to, or you can keep those arms lifted. Take a breath here. Everything's switching on. Inhale, slowly coming back. Hands underneath the shoulders. Draw this left foot back. Lift the left leg up behind you. Find that foundation again. Exhale, left knee draws in towards the nose, rounding through the spine. Inhale, extend. Exhale, rounding through. Inhale, extend. Exhale, round through. And then looking forward, step this left foot up in between the hands, framing this foot. And again, just getting a little bit of movement here. Open up through the chest. Anything that feels good for you, so you can stay low. And then from here, planting the feet. Left foot plant, top of the right foot. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, arise. So again, just find that sort of root. So we have this inhale to expand, and then the exhale just allows us to find that foundation, rooting down a little bit without sort of just dropping everything here. Okay, sometimes this is good. Stay with just finding that intention, the intention through the body. Take one more breath. Bring the hands together and then slowly drawing the hands over towards the left side. Right elbow comes down to the outside of this left thigh. And then you can stay here. Maybe this is enough. Maybe you push into the hands and you start to open the chest out to the side. You can always make this bottom arm hand into a fist and use that to push. Have that expansion, twisting through the belly. One more breath here. Release the hands. Inhale, reach up. Maybe this time you lean back slightly. Gazing up. Exhale, hands come down, framing the foot. Shifting the hips back. Just get some movement here, forward and back. And then when you're ready, lifting the left toes, straightening through this left leg, soft bending this left knee, and then slowly folding over the left leg. Notice if you bump the hips out to the right, we have a tendency, it takes the stretch out of the left leg a little. So see if you can level the hips. The right hip pulls back slightly, and then drawing this left heel back, like you're really digging that heel in. Feel that stretch in the left leg. One more breath. And then rolling that foot forward, planting the hands, step the left knee back. Walk the hands forward slightly. Inhale. Exhale, bending at the elbows, coming all the way down to the belly, coming onto the top of the feet, anchor the feet down, draw the hands back slightly, inhale, rolling up cobra. Maybe you lift a little bit higher now and you can start to straighten through the hands, coming into an upward facing dog. Breathing deep, staying here for one more breath. And then this time, curl the toes under, rolling through the spine. We're going to start to lift the hips, coming into our first downward dog, 2021. Take a breath, breathing deep. You can take your dog a little bit wider if you want to. Soften through the knees as much as you need to. Drawing the navel up and in. Melting the heart towards the thighs. Take one more breath here. And then soften through the knees. Look forward. And slowly make your way up towards the front of your mat. Coming in to a forward fold. Again, take as much softness as you need through the knees. And if you suffer with lower back problems, really softening through the knees just allows this softness here in the lower back, allowing it to stretch left and right. Take one more breath. Inhale. Hands trace the legs. Take the hands all the way up to the top of the thighs. Roll the shoulders back. Soften into the knees. So allow there to be this buoyancy here. Open up, gaze forwards. Flat back position. Notice if you're leaning back, can you come forward slightly? Take one more breath here. Inhale. Exhale, folding back down. Root to right, anchor through the feet, soften through the knees. Take the arms left to right. Inhale. Reaching all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. Soften through the shoulders. Feel your heart beating against your thumbs. Close down the eyes. Breathe. Slowly open the eyes, release the hands down. From here, we're going to step this left foot back. And then allow the heel to come down to the ground, bending into this right knee. Inhale, reach the arms up, warrior one. Take a full breath here. Notice how this feels, standing, rooting down through the feet, strong. Open up through the hands, gazing up. Maybe take the arms a little bit wider. That gesture of you have the universe in your hands. How will you treat it? How will you take what you need this year to grow and develop? Exhale, release the hands down. Interlace the hands behind you. Inhale, open up through the chest again. Exhale, folding forwards. So your body here, your upper body can just rest here. You can bring your hands to rest on your lower back. Maybe you're here. You can pivot this back foot now so that you're in a high lunge position, which means the right heel's not down, it's lifted. And maybe you're here, so your choice. You can take that warrior one stance or be in high lunge. You can rest here, roll the shoulders back, or perhaps you lift the arms up, bringing your crown of your head towards the floor. Find this expansion, this lift. Exhale, release the hands down to the lower back. If you're in warrior one stance, pivot that back foot. And then here's just a little test. Okay, a little challenge, not too much. You're going to step this left foot forward slightly, just so you've got a bit of a bounce. Come into this next pose with love and exploration. From here, we're going to come forward onto that right foot. Lift this left leg. It might be that you just have this intention of lifting, or maybe you can lift this left leg behind you. You can reach with your hands, taking a warrior three variation. Exhale, release the hands. Step the left foot back, bring the hands down to the ground. Step the right foot back. And we're going to move through our vinyasa. So coming forward, either through knees like we did before, elbows draw in. Exhale all the way down, or come onto the top of your feet into upward facing dog. Exhale, moving through plank or kneeling plank, coming back to our downward facing dog. Take one more breath here. Soften through the knees, looking forwards, making your way forward, forward fold. Just shake off a little, find that breath. Inhale, halfway lift, hands to thighs or maybe on the shins, gaze forward. Exhale, folding down. Inhale, root to rise, reach the arms all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. Just pause here a moment before we move on to the other side. Think of one thing that you are grateful for in 2020 that you can take with you into this new year. One thing that you are grateful for. That can be a challenge to choose one. Maybe it's hard to think of one, or maybe there's so many. Choose one, the first one that came to your head. Go with it, it's fine. Doesn't mean you've left anything out. Soften through the knees. Inhale, take that intention all the way up. Exhale, as the hands come to your heart, step your right foot back. Coming again into this warrior one stance. Hips start to come forward. Okay, so that doesn't mean they have to shine forward. It's just that intention. You can adjust that back foot wherever you are. Inhale, reach up. Again, widen the arms, like you're holding the universe in your hands. Inhale. Exhale, release the hands. Bring the hands behind you. Interlace. Inhale, open up through the chest. And keep the feet at warrior one, or feel free to come to high lunge by lifting the heel. Exhale, folding forwards, bringing the heart level with the ground. Maybe the hands rest on your lower back. Maybe you start to lift them as you fold forwards into the space on the right side of your mat. Take a full breath here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, lift. If you're in warrior one, pivot that back foot so the heel is lifted and you're on the toes. Rest the hands on your lower back. Shift forward slightly, so just take a little step with that right foot. Soften into that left knee. Lift the right leg behind you. Find a focus. Maybe you lift the arms. Navel draws in. Exhale, trust, release the hands. Step the right foot back. This time, inhale, reach. Exhale, hands come down to the floor. Step the left foot back. Shift forward onto knees or stay in high plank. We're going to take 3 breaths here, strong. Breathing deep. Gazing forward slightly, push the ground away from you. On your next exhale, maybe lowering all the way down to the ground or bending at the elbows. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, shifting through, lifting the hips, coming back to downward facing dog. Take a breath. Using those exhales to really release the breath, create space in the body. Breathe in, breathe out. 2 more. Last one. Lower the knees down. Maybe bringing the knees, the feet together. Shifting your hands back. And then folding forwards. Belly comes to rest on the thighs. Coming in to a child's pose. And if you arrive here and this isn't comfortable, feel free again to take our wide child's or taking our puppy posture. We're going to stay here for a couple of breaths. Inhale, coming up. Shifting the hips to one side. Coming all the way over. Straight away, coming onto your back. Adjust where you need to. Just notice how you feel. Notice how your belly feels, how your spine feels, your feet, your back, everything. Just taking notice. Bringing your knees into your chest, rocking from side to side. And then release your feet down to the ground. Send one leg long and the other. And we'll arrive here for a moment in Shavasana. Our relaxation pose. Close down the eyes. Take up space with your body. So spreading the hands, the feet. Allowing yourself to get comfortable. Noticing the contact of your body on the ground. Your breath as it moves through, perhaps with a little bit more length and ease than the start of the practice. We'll stay here for a few minutes. Just get comfortable. We've welcomed in the new year. And often it's a good luck wish that this new year will magically bring our heart's desires. We look to this new year to make us happy, expecting happiness to come from the external. Happiness is not guaranteed by the sunny weather, a pay rise, a beautiful home, or anything else of a material nature. True happiness comes from within. The internal life does not change with the strike of midnight stepping into the new year. The only way life changes for us and leads us to happiness is when we change it for ourselves. The true magic lies within us, within you. As you lie here, I would like you now to take 3 deep breaths, in through your nose and out through your mouth. Feel free to pause slightly at the top of that inhale. Those 3 breaths signifies perhaps 3 changes or intentions that would lead you to a happier life, more fulfillment in 2021. This could be to get more sleep, as I feel rested and calmer and more balanced. Or it could be to drink more water. When you feel hydrated, you feel more focused and can see things clearer. To meditate, to learn new ways to quiet and still the mind. To walk daily, to feel more energized and alive with each step. These don't have to be intentions to change who you are, because you are just as you should be. But these intentions are about making your life feel more fulfilled, to look after yourself, to create that true happiness within. Every new year, people make resolutions to change aspects of themselves, focusing on the negative. A majority of people revert back to how they were before and then feel like failures. This year, I challenge you to just be yourself. Take another deep breath in and a deep breath out. Slowly open your eyes. Take a full stretch if you need to. And then coming back up into a comfortable seat when you're ready. Before you leave your practice, before you leave your space in a moment, I invite you to grab that pen and paper and write down maybe 3 positive things that will help you to more happiness and fulfillment in your life. Okay, the challenge is not to be materialistic at all, just those things that don't necessarily cost anything. Okay, just things that you know make you feel happy and make you feel good. Reaching the hands all the way up, above your head, bringing your hands to touch. Exhale, hands down to your heart center. From me to you, Happy New Year. 2021 is what we make it. So let's make it a good one. Lots of love. Namaste.